All right, everybody. This is Trader Brown here, Charles Brown. We are actually on the weekly analysis. This is it. Um, this is week 34. The last time we were on week 33. I believe most of you watched the video of last week, and we were able to predict what the market was going to do around about the first week of the first month. I mean, of the month, the beginning of the month. Yeah, we were able to look at that. So right now we are in week 44. We'll look at what the market has in store for us this coming week. Now, the market obviously was here last week when we did the analysis. We had this market on the weekly time frame. This is the weekly time frame. We had this, and we were anticipating that the market was going to do a little bit of a drop to the downside after opening here, drop to the downside, and then move up. That was what we were expecting, but we had a massive drop. Okay, we had a massive drop, and then we began to move to the upside. So still falls into what we expected, but the drop was deeper than what I was anticipating. So we had a massive drop, and then now the market has moved up a bit to this level to create like a doji candle at that level. So if you play, if I remove that just to let you see what I'm talking about, we'll see that this is what the candle is right now. So this is a weekly candle. So we observe that the market opened here and dropped massively. Okay, it was a deep one, a deep dive to the downside, and then eventually rally up. So again, this candle is bearish, which obviously give us a kind of a thought, would these market want to go up or go down? But again, we the market is dynamic, as we all know, but look at it. Let's analyze this. First, we have a structure already on the weekly that the market is selling here, and then there's a retracement back up there. Now, if you consider this as a retracement where you have your Fibonacci there to tape it to this low, and then you'll be able to find probably 61, 62. Probably let me just do that now and see. We'll put that Fibonacci there to this low, high and low, just like that, for instance. Swing high to swing low, and then I would just change this to Fibonacci. No, let me change it to that. We'll see that the market actually got to even 71 before then that pullback. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, within that that level. So if I was to turn on the Fibonacci, let me see, turn on the 71. Where are you? 78 probably will see the price. Did the price get there? No, didn't. So price rally in between and then drop. Now look at this. Look at this area where prices are. We see that price came back to the 50 and rejected. So this was a retracement that happened, and then bullish candle without any sign of rejection, without any sign of reversal. But this candle came up on the weekly and dropped massively, and then began to break up to the upside. And if you measure that to that level, okay, so you will be, let me just do a full measurement so you see what I'm trying to do. Right here, right here. Great. That's 50%. The candle have to, excuse me, the candle have to break rejected 50%. So that means if we were to look at the other side of this picture, we'll see that there is a bullish candle that print all the way up to cause this rejection here. So if we go to the daily, you see that that's the bullish candle I'm talking about. So we have a drop from there, And then the daily time frame shows that the market is obviously creating a tweezer bottom. Now, this tweezer bottom candle, normally when we see tweezer top, tweezer bottom, for instance, something like this, you see a drop, a tweezer top here, every tweezer top, that means equal high, equal low, right? So the market dropped every time. Most of the time you see that on the body, it drops. So when you see a tweezer top, tweezer bottom, the market always react to that, especially on the higher time frame. So looking at this tweezer bottom, we can tell that the market is still heading up. So that means we might still be looking at the market pushing higher. But before we conclude on that, okay, we need to see that first we had a trend line here. Remember, there was a trend line here last week. So we had a trend line and the market came here, touch here, and rejected and push up. Right. If you see this daily candle right now, you obviously will conclude that this time frame right now, what we see right now is a rejection. So we can see that this candle rejected to break this trend line is a rejection. But if you go on the 4-hour, let's go on the 4-hour time frame, you see that the candle pull all the way down and retrace back up into it. So that means this might be a fake breakout, because some people are thinking it's going to retest and then drop. Well, it could be true. It could be true that the market will retest there and drop and then start heading back down to break this low. That can happen. We are not sure. But what I see in essence is that the market is still want to go up. So if the market push above this and then break above this trend line, then we should be looking at the market heading back up still to take out these highs that we see all around this place. So those are the things you want to pay attention to looking at the market this week. So here's my take. Sorry about that, guys. Here's my take. So I'm looking at two things here. Number one, will the market reject at this level? Will the market reject at this level? That's the question. Or will it head up? So what is the guarantee that the market is going to head up? Structure. First, let's look at the downside to see if we have a structure to follow. We'll go back to the daily. Look at the structure. Let's follow the structure on the daily. Now, this previous high was taken out by this high. Remember, this was a lower high, and then the market created a higher low instead of a lower low, pushed all the way up, consolidated a bit before taking out this high. So now the market has created this high. Okay, this is a new high. So we call this a new higher high. So if you look at the previous low or this low, you see that the market did not break that low. Okay, the market didn't break this low. So we have a high and a high. So not this one. This is a consolidation. Okay, so price push all the way, created this low. This is a recent low, the previous low, and recent high, previous high, recent low, or previous low, then recent low. Okay, so that means looking at the market structure, we'll be able to tell right now where the market is heading. So that means a push up to create a higher high, a higher low, all right, a new higher high, okay, and then we have a new higher low. So I anticipate again that the market will create a new higher high to take out this high and this high this coming week. So I'm still a believer that the market is still going to go up on Gbpusd because of this structure, this tweezer. First, I have a confirmation, a tweezer bottom. Okay, market giving us a tweezer bottom at this level, and then structure-wise, using the market structure, all right, to know exactly what's going on the daily time frame. We can tell that the market wants to rally up. Now, that is what I can perceive from analysis based on market structure and also the candlestick behavior we have here, the candlestick pattern here. So if you look at that's the daily. If you look at the 4-hour time frame, can we see that kind of structure as well? Of course, if you look at the 4-hour time frame structure wise, we can see that, we can see that the market created a massive low drop and then pushed all the way up to start creating a new high, a new low. Okay, so that's a higher low, and then we have a structure here. Okay, remember that plays that in a higher time frame of daily, we'll have a consolidation, but we could see market created a low and then a higher low again and a lower high. So this again was a consolidation area. Remember that it was a consolidation area. So we can see market came here, touch here, came back here, touch here, came up, touch here, back here, touch here. So this was consolidation. So the restructure, this whole liquidity grab that was liquidity grab that was done here was taken. Liquidity here was taken out. And then what happened? The market created a new high here. So what we have now is the market consolidating downward and then drop massively, but failed to tap into the lows. So there was no structure here that the market was breaking, except this one. So let me clean up this so you see. So you may say, well, this is a market structure, break of market structure. It looks like it. It looks like it's a break of market structure, but remember, this was under consolidation. So a structure created under consolidation. So if you want to take that as a low based on this high and low, that will obviously mean that, okay, that was the first market structure broken, but this is the main low that we can see. All right, this is the real low that the market created, not this one. Okay, this is the push, a rally up. All right, pushed up, consolidated, and then rally up again. So this is the structure here, the real low. And this is a real low. This is the real low. This is a high, re-high. All right. Then here, consolidation phase is a re-high. So you should be able to differentiate them. A lot of people don't understand some of these things when they're looking at the market. So I feel as far as this structure is not broken and this one is not broken yet, we still have the opportunity that the market just created a lower high, a higher low. Sorry, this will be considered as a higher low right now. A higher low, a higher low, a higher low. So what about the trend line? Of course, the market, most of the time, trend line break and retest is not all 100% guaranteed because you can see a fake breakout and then market came back in. If the market break above this trend line, that's number one, we need to see a price pushing up again. So that's what you want to pay attention to this week. But I still believe that the market week 34, the market will still, week 34, we are week 43, sorry, 44. We are in week 44. So I still believe that the market is still heading up greatly. We might see market open up to give a gap, a little gap, and then start heading back, or a gap to the downside. We're not sure. So let's see what the market does. But looking at the market structure so far, I still believe that we are still looking at the upside for a buy. This was an impulsive move. The market fill up that imbalance and then be able to create a side imbalance for us on the left side, and when then we'll be able to look at we're able to look at this imbalance here and see what the market does with it. So this could be a push, or we use this as another block, and then you're looking at probably the market pushing up, coming back, and then bouncing up. But again, this is not all clear at the moment until price break above this trend line. We need to see that. Okay, so we also see that this might be taken as an that is a kind of order block there. And also here, we're looking at price reacting to this level as well. But nevertheless, I see that the market will still head back up. and touch this trend line and smash all the way up. So that's what I see is going to happen this week. So we will be doing more look at maybe on Wednesday. We'll look at what the market has produced so far to confirm what we have for the remaining days of the week. But so far, looking at the weekly time frame, I look at the possibility that the market is still going to go up. So the market is targeting this high, right? So we expect the market to still come to that high on the weekly time frame. So this might be another position where you have to consider price action here on the weekly. All right, I'm considering price action. There we have it with a double top here as well. Again, if the candle open up, this day tonight on Sunday night, we'll be able to tell which direction it's gonna go by tomorrow morning, which is Monday morning. And then if it break this high, if the candle intend to break this high this coming week, then we know that this market is gonna go up. So at the moment, we can see a resistance here. We are not sure if that resistance will hold this week, so we need to wait for that to happen. At the moment, it's not that clear to tell which direction the market is going to go 100%, but I can guarantee you guys that the market have maybe 50-60 chances, 60% chances of going to the upside to hit this target. So keep your mind open. Expect that we'll have a lot of push up this week, and I'll update you guys on what to expect. But two things you want to focus on is the market structure that you find on the daily, and also the candlestick pattern that was created. So that gives us that, okay, we are still heading up. So I'm basing my analysis on the daily, and also if you check the 8-hour, is the same, showing us structure and then price pushing up again to maintain the upside. So yeah, that's what I'm looking at this week 44, and then we're looking at more of trades in the dailies that is to come. So I'll expect you guys to pay attention to the chart, and if you have any question, leave your question at the comment section, or maybe join the Telegram group or Discord group. You'll be able to get more information from the market that we are sharing. All right, guys, thank you so much, and then I'll see you this week. Bye for now.